I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with Jamie, the makeup nurse. Today is a Manic Monday where hotel hallways and hospital hallways meet. But today we're going to do empties. And today is also Waffle Day, Maryland Day, and Peach Pie Day. And if you want to join the Pajama Club, hit that subscribe button, sit back, get comfy, and let's get started. But first, the riddle of the day. I am covered in squares, but I am not a checkerboard. I hold syrup, but I'm not a cup. People often enjoy me for breakfast. What am I? Comment down below. And since I live in a hotel, these empties are all about my hotel life. It's not like healthy. But I tried this Coca-Cola. This is the cherry vanilla flavored. Wait, no. This is cherry float. Oh, yes, cherry float. And it was really good. I really like that one. I think I'm going to buy that again. That's kind of, I think, one of my favorites so far. Then I ate these super stack sour cream onions, potato crisps, because my cousin actually left them, and I started eating them, and then I forgot about them, and now they're like kind of stale, and there's still some left. So I'm like, yeah, I forgot about them. So as you see in my hotel life, I eat a lot of chips. Tostitos, a couple of these. These are the crispy rounds. I do really like these. They're one of my favorites that are in the lounge at work. And then the Lay's classic potatoes. I like these as well. And living in a hotel, you gotta eat a lot of canned stuff. So I had cream and potato with bacon and cheese from Progresso. And it's the light. So I guess that's supposed to be healthier. And then the chicken pot pie, the light Progresso soup. They were both good. And I used up my melatonin. And I always get the 10 milligrams, as long as they have it. If I end up getting 5, I'll just take 2. But this one was in Dreamy Strawberry, which I do like that one. And then I get, like, for my skin is always not good, and sometimes I get like sores in my mouth, and so I always take the lysine. And even though this is 500 milligrams, I like the 500 milligrams even though I take 1,000, because they're smaller, and the 1,000 ones are huge and they're harder to swallow. So but it is for tissue health, so I use this for, like, if I have any skin things that I feel like I need extra healing. But I try to take it as preventative. But lately with the shot, I feel nauseous, so I haven't been taking it as much. But even though it says and supports immune and lip health. But anyway, if I do get something like a sore or something that I need more healing, I'll take 2,000 milligrams. Or milligrams. So, but for preventative, I usually take 1,000 a day as long as I'm not feeling nauseous for the day. And then I've been trying to drink more tea because of my nausea. These ones I get from the lounge, and I forgot. I've been forgetting to get them, so I don't have any more of these. I have to get them from the lounge. These are the Sweet Dreams, and this is the herbal tea. Relaxing blend of comforting chamomile and soothing mint. I do like these ones. And then this one was at the hotel. They did have a chamomile herbal infusion one. So I used that one. And this one's at the hotel. I really like this one. The black tea with a recipe of orange rind and sweet spice. I like that one. This is probably one of my more favorites of them all. But I do like the chamomile ones to, like, I don't know if it's like psychological for to try to help me sleep because I have insomnia. And then I used up the Venus Galette Comfort Glide for my razor. So this is what I use, and it has the lotion on both sides to help prevent, like, the razor burn. So last weekend or a couple weekends ago, we went to the beach with my friend. If you would have seen that with Wendy Wanders, we ran out of the one sunscreen. It's the orange one. I think it's the copper tone one, and we ended up forget leaving that or throwing that away at the beach. But I had that one, and because we ran out, and I'm so pasty. I have English and Irish in me, so I burn really easy. And so we had to go into one of the stores, which was more expensive. But then we used up a whole can of the Sun Bum, but it says 70 FPF. And I just like kept spraying myself like nonstop and I still burned. And then I used up the Flower Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. I really like this one. The other one, if you saw one of my first impressions with Ann Flower Beauty, I used the other one and I had dots all over my face. So I gotta like keep using that to see if that one continues, because I've used it in the past and I don't remember it like leaving like splotches all over my face. If you saw some of my other empties video, I've been using these ginger chews. I got these from Amazon, like a whole package of different variety. The coconut I really didn't like, and then the regular was okay. But these are mango, and I really like these. I think if I'm going to have to get some off Amazon because I went to Walmart and couldn't find any ginger chews there. So I'm going to have to go off Amazon. I think so far I'm going to get these. I have one more package. I don't know what flavor that was, but that came in the package of 4. So I got to see what that one is. And then I really like these ones the best. But I don't really like coconut, so that's probably why. And ginger is like a little spicy for me, so the regular, it wasn't, I tolerated it. But these maybe, because I do like mango. Okay, and then we use these packets that we get out. These are the coffee packets that we get, the Rainforest Blend. 100% Arabica. I can't talk today. Anyway, these are the ones that we use because this is what's in the hotel life. All right, this is it for my empties, living in the hotel life. And this day in history, before we go, August 24th, in 1814, burning of Washington. During the War of 1812, British forces invaded Washington, D.C., setting fire to the White House and the U.S. Capitol, forcing President James Madison to flee the city. 79 AD, eruption of Mount Vesuvius. The infamous volcano erupted in southern Italy, completely burying the Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum under layers of ash and pumice. 1572, St. Bartholomew's Day massacre. French Roman Catholics began a targeted wave of mob violence against Protestant Huguenots in Paris, resulting in the deaths of tens of thousands across France. 1992, Hurricane Andrew smashes Florida. The destructive Category 5 storm struck South Florida with extreme force, causing over $26 billion in damages and killing dozens of people. 1991, Ukraine moves towards sovereignty. Following a failed hardline communist coup attempt in Moscow, the Ukrainian parliament approved a formal declaration of independence from the Soviet Union. In 2006, Pluto demoted to dwarf planet. The International Astronomical Union officially voted to reclassify Pluto, removing it from the list of traditional planets because it failed to clear its own orbital path. 1932, Earhart's transcontinental flight. Aviation pioneer Amelia Earhart flew nonstop from LA to Newark, New Jersey, becoming the first woman to complete a solo coast-to-coast flight. 1995, Windows 95 launched. Microsoft officially released its game-changing operating system, including the iconic Start button, and selling millions of copies in its first weeks. 1989, Pete Rose banned for life. Major League Baseball Commissioner A. Bartlett Giamatti officially banned the legendary hits leader from baseball following an investigation into his gambling on games. Some birthdays: Marsha P. Johnson in 1945, trailblazing African-American transgender activist who was a central figure in the historic 1969 Stonewall riots and an early champion for LGBTQ rights. Jorge Luis Borges in 1899, brilliant Argentine short story writer, essayist, and poet whose fantastical philosophical works profoundly shaped 20th century Western literature. Vince McMahon, in 1945, American media mogul, promoter, and producer who transformed professional wrestling into a billion-dollar global sports and entertainment empire. Dave Chappelle, in 1973, groundbreaking Emmy and Grammy Award-winning American stand-up comedian, actor, and writer renowned for his sharp social and cultural satire. Cal Ripken Jr. in 1960, Baseball Hall of Fame shortstop for the Baltimore Orioles, who earned immortality by playing in a record-breaking 2,632 consecutive Major League games. Stephen Fry in 1957, highly versatile English comedian, actor, author, and director, celebrated for his wit, documentaries, and prolific voice work. Some unfortunate deaths. Charlie Watts in 2021, the legendary English musician who anchored the backbeat of rock history as the longtime drummer for the Rolling Stones, passed away at age 80. Richard Attenborough in 2014, acclaimed British actor and filmmaker who won Academy Awards for directing the epic biographical masterpiece Gandhi. And Getulio Vargas in 1954, the dominant Brazilian statesman who served as president and dictator across multiple eras, transforming modern industrial infrastructure before committing suicide while in office. Sadi Carnot in 1832, a visionary French military engineer and mathematician universally revered as the father of thermodynamics for discovering the absolute theoretical laws of heat efficiency. Pliny the Elder in 79 AD, celebrated Roman author, naturalist, and naval commander who succumbed to toxic volcanic fumes while attempting to rescue citizens from the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. And the quote for today comes from Benjamin Franklin. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. And remember, don't wake up and choose violence, choose kindness, and see you next Monday. Bye!